What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Kind of Funny podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Greg Miller, alongside the producer slash seducer, Docky himself, Nick Scarpino.
Look at this new tool I have for you, Greg.
How are you going to do with that, Daddy? Where are you going to put it, Daddy?
All four of us could use it.
It's a tripod. Yeah, one of us has to be upside down.
Isn't that always the case, though? Isn't that always the case? Also, there's five of us, but whatever.
God. Nick, let's start at the top. We've appreciated your descent into the hipster realm, right? We were giving you a hard time with the hat last week, and at least me and Kevin wore and stuff like that. This outfit is fantastic. What is the sweater that we have going on here?
This is
just kind of funny.
Yeah, of course. This is an old cardigan sweater that I've had, and it's now my house sweater because, as you guys know, I've moved, and my new house doesn't have radiators. It has actual heating, and I'm too cheap to turn it on. So
sure, fair.
It's so cold in this place, you could almost see my breath. My wife was like, why don't
just
you put
turn
a
it
robe
on?
And I'm like, do you have any idea how much Kevin will make fun of me if I wear a robe?
Nicholas, I've worn a robe on content many a time, and
I was gonna say, I think Kevin would actually applaud you.
Yeah,
he would applaud you.
I'm all about comfort when it comes to living your life.
So I put the beanie on first. I was wearing that all morning, and then I showered, took the beanie off, of course, showered, put this ensemble on. Then I was like, well, the beanie matches the urban hiking shirt, which is nice.
kindoffunny.com/store, kind of funny.
And then I was like, but the cardigan doesn't. But then I was like, who cares? It's fucking freezing in here.
Sure. Like if you wouldn't have told me, wouldn't have told me, I would have thought that, Johnny Ace is a character, and so is this person on camera right now.
Docky.
Yeah.
He works at the docks.
I thought you were gonna go hipster with it. I thought it was like I could recommend you a nice Colombian coffee or some sort of nice cold brew.
Yeah, your graphic tee. It seems like you're role playing as I guess Johnny Ace is a world traveler, right? Kind of this guy is super cultured, right? But it feels like this person would talk to me like in a very whispery kind of voice.
But this person's nenever left Oregon. Like they've already been there. They act like they've seen the world, but no.
Yeah, exactly.
This person's really into oatmeal and oats and steel cut
oatmeal
oats.
and oats.
And they work at.
Let me tell you, bro, I love oatmeal and I love oats, specifically steel cut oats.
Maybe this.
They work at Michael's on Saturday. Yeah.
All right, well, no, they want to be caught dead at Michael's. That's too corporate. You know what I mean? They're not going to go there.
Oh, that's true. Michael's very homophobic.
Wow, are they?
I thought that was Hobby Lobby.
I think it's Hobby Lobby. I think Michael's is straight up cool.
Do your research, dude. Step off Michael's, all right? They got everything we need.
Do you know how many times I've gone into a Michael's and been like, I just need one thing, and I've spent hours in a Michael's?
They always have everything 30% off. It's great.
Everything. Yeah, it's like it's always going out of out of business. Always an out of business fail.
They're smart. They start the Christmas decoration drop off prices right like a weekend.
Tomorrow, just because I don't want to get sued again, I do want to call out that Michael's declared itself open for all for this. So
they're the other one. That's right.
Yeah, MetroWeekly.com. Michael Arts and Crafts Store join Open to All campaign embracing LGBTQ inclusion.
I was going to say,
Andy, you can take the hate you're peddling for Michael's and get it the fuck out of my sight.
Yeah, they're good.
You take it to Joann's, all right?
Hobby Lobby, I always drove by and I was like, how fucking, even before I knew they were homophobes, you drive by Hobby Lobby, you're like, how depressed do you have to be to go inside a Hobby Lobby?
I've been in a
Hobby Lobby is.
They're opening one up not too far. I'll drive you. You know where the old Toys R Us is? Not the one you're thinking, but the one by Fremont. No, Foster City.
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
We can go.
Kevin is talking like he's trying to get all this information in on a collect call. All right, after the tone, say your name. It's the one by Fremont. Come get me, Mom.
You guys only listen to me for so long,
It's sad because Hobby Lobby should be a place like to enjoyed by all. Because last time I've only been in there twice, but Tim, it's basically like a place where you go where you want to do like miniature train sets and like models, but you actually want to like put them together and things like that. I used to go. There used to be one like near Riverside that I'd go to.
Nick, I looked into it recently because we were at that particular Hobby Lobby, which wasn't open. We were going to Target to find Hue lights that were on sale. It doesn't matter.
Of course you guys were.
I
imagine you and Tim most of your time is trying to figure out where the newest, hottest Hue lights are coming from.
I mean, there's a lot of that. But anyways, it looks like it changed, and it's more of like a Ross from the Googling that me and my little brother did.
Really?
Yeah, I'm looking at Hobby Lobby's website right now.
Like
and
a Mervin's.
This does not look like a place I'd want to be.
No.
Yeah,
Tim, I will say this though:
know.
you walk into a Hobby Lobby, it smells right now. Oh, I can't imagine how it smells. It smells like pumpkin and cinnamon and all sorts of great shit.
Everywhere.
No. But arts and crafts stores are very much like we are going to make this place smell like this season. So in the winter, it smells like mud, right? In the like sort of fall time, it's always a cinnamony sort of smell, springtime flowers and stuff like that. Hobby Lobby, Tim, I would frequent quite a bit because I was in art school. So I needed these certain type of pencils. I needed this certain type of paper to sketch on for the whatever, I was always in Hobby Lobbies and Michael's growing up.
If you had to describe the smell of winter, your go-to is mud?
Like precipitation and mud, yeah.
Wait, for winter?
That earth smell.
Not Christmas trees.
Like an earth. Well, there's a pine tree near the mud, Kevin.
I mean, yeah. If it's
but I feel like it's the pine tree you smell, not the mud so much when they sell it.
It's a mixture. Depends on.
I know what you're talking about, like grass and nature. You just like that nature smell.
Yeah, a naturey smell. Yeah. When I say mud, it's not a derogatory thing. It's just like it's a
call like you see it. You call it like it's it.
If I walk into your house, I'm like, hey, yo, it smells like mud in here. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, that's on purpose.
Get out of here, bitch.
Yes, okay. So it sounds like a derogatory thing.
Who let you in?
I'm on businessinsider.com, the 15 biggest controversies in Hobby Lobby's nearly 50-year history. And let me tell you, these people fucking suck. I don't even know. September 2012, Hobby Lobby files lawsuit against the U.S. government for the right to deny contraceptives to its employees.
What?
October 2013, Hobby Lobby is slammed with anti-Semitism claims after an employee tells a Jewish customer the store, quote, doesn't cater to your people. And the photos of a bunch of Satan shit.
God.
Okay.
The Supreme Court ruled in favor of Hobby Lobby, saying they could withhold contraception from them. But then people are fighting them. Then this one I love. July 2017, federal prosecutors find Hobby Lobby guilty of smuggling 5,500 biblical artifacts from Iraq.
What? Oh my God!
That's a lot.
Do you think that they were? Do you think
That's
they were
a really
Nicolas
funny.
Cage?
Here comes a bunch in quick succession. November 2017, the Green family, who is the Hobby Lobby people, opens the Museum of the Bible, which skeptics call a Christian ministry disguised as a museum. October 2018, Museum of Bible confirms some of its Dead Sea Scroll fragments are fake. March 2020, a follow-up report finds that the entirety of the Dead Sea Scroll collection at the Museum of the Bible is actually forged.
I was gonna say if there's a collection of Dead Sea Scrolls in a Hobby Lobby somewhere, I'm gonna guess they're fake. I'm gonna be like, that's not.
March 2020, real. Hobby Lobby leaves its doors open during the coronavirus outbreak, claiming it was destined to do so based on a message from God.
These people don't.
Kevin, all of these things, Kevin, sound like things that would happen with the Bluth family in Arrested Development.
Yeah.
Like
but
these are
they're not
all
as bad as they seem.
The same controversies. Yeah.
These guys get fucked. I don't even really know. You know what I mean? I'll continue taking my business to TJ Maxx. Joanne's Fabrics. Joanne seems like a fine person. I don't know.
Okay.
That's the thing is like they're all like Michaels, Joanne. Hobby Lobby is always like just like it's orange letters on a fucking sign when you drive by.
I've never been to one.
Joanne.
I've never been inside Hobby Lobby. I've only driven past it. There's a right across the street from Augustino's on North Avenue.
Assholes.
Yeah, well now I know, and I would never ever go in there.
So I've never heard of Hobby Lobby. I've never seen a Hobby Lobby myself. But growing up, 2 blocks away from my house, there was a place that we called the Hobby Store.
Okay.
And it's very similar to what you're talking about, like little model trains and paints and all that, ceramics and all that type of stuff, right? But the weirdest thing is they didn't have a name. Like there was absolutely no logo, no titling on their awning. It's just you just walk by the windows, you're like, okay, clearly I get what the store is.
Sure.
But it was just like the most just labelless store I've ever seen. I always thought it was weird.
But that's San Francisco, man. They wanted you to be in the know, be hip about it.
I guess.
If you're looking for miniatures,
it doesn't exist anymore.
You need to you need to paint some Warhammer figs. That's where you would have gone, I guess.
Yeah.
Of course.
Warhammer. Damn, that's a good pull.
Number 2 on our roster of chuckleheads is the Hispanic heartthrob, Texas treat, Latino heat, clicking heads and ripping them to shreds. The globe-trotting, head-shotting, nitro rifle from Twitch.tv, Andy Cortez.
Rest in peace, Paul Walker. 7 years.
Yeah.
Can you lose in 7 years?
7 years, man. We're getting old.
We are getting
old.
Happening
before our eyes.
We're not getting young, that's for sure.
It sucks, man. Like it's wild to me to just think of how this passage of time. It's December, man.
Yep.
It smells like mud. We've all agreed. We've all agreed it smells like mud out here.
It doesn't
like
smell
it's wild to me that we're already here. It's wild to me. I can't believe it.
The lost year.
Beginning of the end.
Yeah.
The lost year.
Yeah.
Andy, when Paul Walker died, did you care at all? And like but like you weren't into the franchise at that point, right? Like we got you into it, right?
But I mean,
He was a big Meet the Beatles fan.
You made me like a real Fast and Furious fan.
I remember the week
where at the time I was
the day. Was it one day that you sat there and watched it all?
Like 2 days, yeah.
Oh man.
No, but at the time when Paul Walker died, I was like, "Oh fuck, that's crazy that he died." And I remember seeing like all the TMZ photos and hey, what were we using Twitter? Yeah, because it wasn't MySpace. Yeah. It was definitely like Facebook.
It was Twitter.
Twitter at this point.
I was in Japan. And it was on Twitter, and I was like, guys, it was like we're looking. I'm like, guys, Paul Walker died in a car accident, and it sounded so fake. It sounded like the most Snopes.com article.
I was in college. Yeah, wild. Very,
we all had a group thread, like all the IGN video team people, and we were beside ourselves. That was like a whole day of like what Greg's talking about. It felt like a bad joke. And then more and more news kept coming in. It was like, I hit a point where it like got debunked and then got rebunked. And it was like, oh man, this sucks.
That's how it always is with like those celebrity deaths. I mean, this is no disrespect to like, if Betty White kicks the bucket, you're like, okay, she was like 100 years old, and God bless her, she did it her fucking way for king and country, and she crushed every second of the day. But she lived a nice full life. But when you hear about guys like Paul Walker, or the ones that hit me hard were like Paul Walker, John Candy. I'm just reading a book about them, and like John Candy dying so young it just sucks so bad. Because like you had so many good things left to make, and it's just you were taken before your time. It's
40
terrible.
years old.
Paul Walker.
Yeah.
God, he was 40. So God damn, he looked good. Holy shit!
You know what I mean? Jeez.
I'm 40. I'm fucking falling apart. Jesus Christ! I gotta wear a sweater now because I'm cold all the time.
Mom has a theory.
And then rounding out the quartet, he's Forbes 30 under 30, aka the second best baby blues in San Francisco, aka the buzzed one at Tim Gettys.
I like how it keeps evolving.
Can I throw this out there? And I made this reference the other day, but
throw it out there. I'll catch it.
Okay, Greg, here it comes. Ready? Keep going. Doesn't Tim look like the kid from Infamous, the first one?
Pow! He does look like Cole from Infamous. You're goddamn right. I'll lend you the backpack anytime you want. You can take it. You can take some photos with it.
Yeah. You got to cosplay right now, Tim. You got to just get a whole thing together. Infamous, Eminem, Infamous, and then
I look like the guy from Tokyo Drift. I have the exact same haircut.
You do look like him.
It sucks.
Say some of your lines with the accent.
Gaijing. They call me one of those Gaijings.
God, why are you using the hard G? There's not even a G at the end of the word.
No, I know. I threw it in there.
I love it. I appreciate it. Andy, I want to say your hair has never looked cooler than it does right now. I love the light. It's
anime.
long, man.
Can we go around and say what we think it looks like? I'll start with me. It looks like the end of an anime where Andy just won, but like he didn't get the love of his life, but he learned the lesson, and the wind's blowing and then it freeze frames on him. You know, as the scarf goes off his neck, and the scarf is symbolic of his love.
See, that's what I was thinking.
Because the scarf came from her, right, as a gift, like earlier on the movie. And then she like either she died, probably is what I'm assuming.
No, she banged your brother for sure.
Oh fuck!
Wow.
To me, it looks like somebody took the photo out in a really windy day, right as the storm was kicking up. So his hair's like all pushed to one side, like it's getting blown off that way, and then it's like
like the infamous Greg Miller, the coolest he's ever looked with Portillo photo.
There you go.
Yeah. There was a hot moment in 2019 where I swear to God, Greg hired a professional photographer to follow him around for like 2 months and just didn't tell us because he was having you were turning in some good cosplay shit back then.
When you look this good,
it's true.
Well, I mean, when you have look how well. First off, I do want to mention this. That yes, Greg looks great, and when you have a palette to work with that looks like Greg, right? When that's your source,
it pisses me
easy
off.
pickings, right? Like it's easy to work on.
What you mean when I was I was already so fucked up, like I only had room to go up that I was a beater? Is that what you're saying?
No. I'm saying it's like giving a mechanic a brand new car and be like, hey, fix this up for me. It's like, well, it's brand new, not much to do with it. It's perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But also it's only been 7 days or maybe 4 days. It's been 1 week.
Weeks since you looked at me.
Nick hasn't even commented on the glasses again. Like he already got so used to them, and I appreciate that. Nick has the maturity.
Andy, it's been 1 day.
Yeah, it was yesterday, Andy.
Today's Tuesday. I wore them on in review for the first time yesterday. 7 days.
Wait, today's Wednesday?
Are you?
No, today's Tuesday.
It was yesterday. Yesterday was the first time he wore them, and I fucking berated him for a half hour about looking like a Jiffy Lube employee. I went hard.
That was yesterday.
I went hard on it.
That was yesterday.
Fuck.
Can we talk a little bit about Tim though? Because this is the annoying thing. This is the annoying.
Lay it on me about
Andy.
Tim. What annoys you?
First off, it's Greg not losing any hair. We'll start with Greg. Greg not losing any hair, but he's getting salt and pepper, which is just even better. It makes him look more distinguished, like when Clooney went kind of gray, but just the right kind of gray. It's annoying. No, keep it away from the fucking camera. You're an asshole. But I want to talk about Tim because a week ago, I swear to God, Tim looked like he was trying to join a prison gang. And now, just 1 week later, he looks like Justin Timberlake after he decided to do his first album and get a real haircut and be all sexy and shit and leave NSYNC behind him. It's annoying. Fucking stop.
When Justin Timberlake did that when I was in middle school, a girl,
that was an awakening.
One of my friends cried. She went to her locker and cried and pulled a picture of Justin down with his curly hair and ripped it. And it was the most dramatic. It was the most dramatic moment I've ever seen in real life. And that was when I realized that, middle school's where it's at.
It really
Things are getting real. Shit's getting real.
That's when awakenings were happening. Yeah, people were feeling their bodies.
Mm-hmm. No, I totally agree with you though, Nick. I think this change has marked a new, right here in the movie, in the documentary. This is where part.
And then things started going wrong.
Yeah,
this is where the solo albums start happening.
This is where DVD 2 ends, and they're like, how will things shape up for him?
So
we'll find out next time.
This is where Tim goes and does his solo album, and then Greg decides to do his dramatic readings from an armchair someplace next to a fire, and then you become a Twitch streamer in Japan, and I die of some sort of cause that everyone saw coming.
But when you die, that's what brings us back together. That's what brings us back together.
And you guys get together for the Hell Freezes Over tour.
Exactly. That's how we'll do it. That's how the future will unfold for us, because this is the Kind of Funny podcast. Each and every week, 4 best friends gather on these microphones, each coming to bullshit with each other and you. If you like that, head over to patreon.com/kindoffunny, where you can write in with your topics of the show. You can get the show ad free. You can watch live, just like Jonathan is, Mike is, the Lou is, Lexi G is, and of course, you can get it with the post show that's exclusive to patreon.com/kindoffunny. However, if you have no bucks to toss our way, it's no big deal. You can head over to youtube.com/kindoffunny, roostreet.com, and podcast services around the world each and every week to get an episode that has ads, no post show. You can't watch it live in case we fuck up and say something we shouldn't. Thank you to our Patreon producers, Jared Dessert, Cypress Bill, Julian the Gluten-Free Gamer, DJ Kento, Steve Powers, Kieran O'Donnell, and Alexander Knoxell.
New round.
Is Cypress Bill?
Yeah.
What was that name? Cypress
Bill. Yeah.
That's awesome. That is a great name. I assume that's Cypress Hill. Yeah.
Wow.
That's really cool.
Who are the new ones here?
Alexander Knoxell, I've never said before. Knoxell, I've never said before.
Knoxell, that sounds
Cypress
cool.
Bill, I've never said before.
Knoxell's coming into town, and they are gonna eat up all the mom and pop mobile phone distributors.
Yeah.
Dude,
I was on a call with one of my buddies the other day, and
Stu.
it wasn't Stu. It was one of the comics. We were doing a little writing session last night. Billy, Janesh, and Austin. And we were doing a little, we just decided to hop on and be like, let's write some material together and help each other out with some jokes. And he was writing a joke about his grandmother and said, my grandmother's got one of those jitterbugs.
Oh, yeah, Nick, I used to sell these I used to sling them left and right.
You know what they are? Andy, explain what these are.
A jitterbug is a phone for an old person, and it has really giant numbers, giant letters. The screen has giant font. It's the most basic of basic, and I sold them all the time because, again, the second Best Buy I worked at for 3 years was in Georgetown, Texas, and it was basically neighboring a retirement facility.
So that was a revelation for me today. But also that.
Are you in the market? You gonna get one now?
I was thinking about it because my eyesight's starting to go.
Yeah.
No, I'm fine on that one. I just thought that was a funny because my reference for jitterbug is jitterbug. You know.
Who could forget?
Yeah.
Oh, that's how you're gonna say, Nick?
I was gonna riff off of your Best Buy, but I totally lost my point. But I will say this though: I've been to Best Buy, no lie, 5 times in the last week. It's a hotbed right now, man. It is the fucking place to be. I don't know if they've closed it back down since we went purple again, but when I was in there before, it was like.
Can you walk in it?
Wait, a hotbed for COVID or?
No, just like you could feel the
Partying.
people wanting to be around each other.
Like you got to be a little more selective of your wording.
Okay,
right now,
I'm pretty sure Andy said that Michael's was super homophobic. So,
but we fixed
which is
it.
not true.
Hobby Lobby
remember.
is the bad guys.
Hobby Lobby sucks.
Maybe Joanne's. We haven't looked
I'm
into
not
it.
the only one out there leveraging unfounded allegations.
But like, it is a hotbed. Like, oh, like a lot of people are like getting COVID there. Nah, it's just a place to be, man. Because when I hear hotbed, I think of COVID.
Yeah, that's the correct term for that kind of reference.
It's not the place to be. Oh, I love Best Buy, man.
It's so fun. Don't you guys miss it? I miss going to Best Buy with you guys. Like that one time we went to Best Buy when Greg was working hard and all of us took a lunch break for 2 hours and all we did was look at DVDs.
We were gone for so long.
So long. It was one of those days, Greg, where you had
looked at the phone and it was like, oh, it's 2:48. Oh my God.
What time did we leave? 11.
He's gonna be
those days are fun, man. I just miss that. Like, I mean, we all did the Target day, the infamous day that we went and we
went to Wild Wings.
David Buster's.
Oh,
and
we did,
when Nick got sick to his stomach because he ate too much fucking cheese.
Why did he eat so much of the cheese? He ate like his and part of Greg's.
Dude, it was like a half halo, like a Jesus halo of cheese. I had to eat it. Was that the way?
I had to do so much explaining. I had to do so much explaining to my wife after last week's episode. And when I finally explained what Nick's secret cookie was, she's like, that's just a Parmesan crisp. He can make them in the oven. Why would he do them the way he did them? I'm like, babe, don't ask questions about Nick. It's just how he does things.
I don't want to fire my oven. That's just a lot. I'm not a cook.
You don't want to spend for that. You don't want to turn on your heat. Yeah, exactly.
It might heat up your house. You know,
exactly.
I'm not a cook.
Just the cook.
Nick, you seriously won't turn on the heater? Like this isn't like.
I turn on the heater.
Oh, okay.
The problem is, so here's actually the real problem.
But you look cold.
Yeah, but the problem is,
this
room is the smallest room in the place, and so, or a smaller room in the place, I should say. So out there, it barely gets warm, but here, if I leave it on for long enough for out there to get warm, this place is baking inside, and then it dries me the hell out. So I'm still trying to get used to the balance of it all.
What if you get a small little space heater? You know, one of those little oil ones, and then dilate it to the middle.
Oil spin. That sounds like a recipe for me to just get lit on fire.
It's in a metal thing. It's fine. It won't open up.
I was thinking about getting a foot warmer, like just like a little pad that I can put my feet on.
Yeah, all right, you would.
That sounds fun.
I just want to say that this show is so special. I love it. I look forward to it every single week where we get to just hang out and catch up and just make fun of each other. It's just a good time. I'm looking back, and my favorite thing recently is the post show. Is when we're having the conversation of, so what do we name it and what is the thumbnail? And I swear to God, I'm looking back now and I am legitimately shocked at how many views some of these things have. Because I would say the show averages 15 to 20K. So if we get anything above that, I'm like, wow,
we're doing good.
That was a win. But yeah, we have we're sorry last week's episode was so bad, followed by Nick wants to build a $7,000 PC. We had the Latinx and gaming one, but that I count as separate. Nick wants to build a $7,000 gaming PC. Would we go to the most dangerous theme park?
Great one.
Nick apologizes for yesterday.
Yeah,
Tim Gettys conspiracy exposed, the escape room, and then Nick's special cookie.
Yeah.
Nick's special cookie is at 19K.
Hey, all right.
I am bewildered at that. But I do love that there is a through line through those of people apologizing and just Nick being Nick. Like, how many times is Nick going to be the first word in these headlines? Because with his dumbass face, just like.
I mean, that's honestly, it's like that is my dream. My dream is that we can just, because here's the deal. Andy, I'll talk to you about this.
Andy, fucking listen up for a change, all right?
Dad's guys, talking. Tim and Greg are out there fucking learning shit and schooling people and being journalists and making PR contacts and putting themselves out there and growing as like professionals and trying to like be voices in the video game industry. That all scares me. What I'd rather do is misuse a microwave and get 20,000 views. Does that make sense?
I mean, you're certainly carving out a special spot in the industry for yourself. Yeah.
I don't want to be in the industry. I don't want that. I just want our chuckleheads that listen to this podcast to giggle every once in a while and then go about their business.
See, but I do, Nick, I know you say that, but I do think it would be great if that was your spot in the industry. That like eventually, we're talking about the top heads at Sony, know Nick as that guy. As just like the fucking weirdo that will play Warzone every once in a while, but is the guy that will also microwave Parmesan cheese.
That is true. Now to clarify, I would play Warzone literally every night, but I feel like I'm bugging you and Snowbike Mike, so I was gonna hit you up tonight to see if you wanted to play. And then, but I have like, it's like you guys are like a girl that I want to call back, but I don't want to seem too desperate. So I'll call you like every 4 days, like shoot you a text, like yo, but no other context.
I need to just sort of read back this conversation really quick because I had wanted to bring this up. And I'm glad you just reminded me right there, Nick. Let me just find this text thread. So the other day, I think it was after the last Kind of Funny podcast that Nick was like, "Yo, hit me up tonight. You know, let's get."
Yeah, I was like, if you guys are going to play Warzone, this is what I said. So this is where the clarification comes in. I said, "Yo, I'd love to play Warzone tonight if you guys are going to play." And you said you didn't. I don't even think you responded, but you maybe were like, okay.
Yeah, no, no. You know what it was? I was getting a photo of you for the thumbnail. I was like, all right, yeah, I'll hit you up.
Yeah.
So then I hit him up and I said, we're gonna play Cold War Black Ops with Mike and the crew. We're not playing Warzone. And then he replies, cool. And then minutes go by, and I replied to him. I was like, that was an invite, by the way. And he goes, oh, haha, I'm down. Let me know when you're hopping on.
Because Andy, there was just enough ambiguity where I'm like, I don't want to like force those guys. Because here's the problem with Tim is that they'll play. We have a great time. It's a super fun stream, but after a while, Mike and Kevin have to get tired of like me not doing anything on the team. Like, like here's what happened. We were playing the other night, and this is how this whole thing ended. I played for an hour and a half. I got no kills. I'm terrible at this, but we're having a blast. And then Andy goes, "Oh, Ray wants to jump on." Dead silence. And then I go, "Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll jump off." And everyone's like, "Oh, cool, Nick. Hey, it was great playing with you."
Yeah,
fuck you, Nick.
I totally get it. Me and Greg are so used to that too, so it's okay.
That's never
trying to get rid of Nick.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, that's never what it is. With Ray, it was like Ray wants to play, and usually one of Mike's friends will hop out, but I hate doing that.
I don't like doing it either. I already, and to be fair, one of Mike's friends was already like cordial enough to chop him out when I joined anyway. So I was like, I mean,
they're the crew, they're the homies.
Yeah, they're good, and they've got a good dynamic. It's better for the viewers.
They're the homies. But if that does happen, every once in a while, if I pop into Mike's chat and he has a full crew, he'd be like, yo, Nitro, if you down, you get in here, let's go. And then, so I know, all right, cool. I'm back. But I kind of feel the same way, Nick. I'm very much the same way of like, I don't want to take anybody's spot. We weren't trying to kick you out, Nick. I would have loved to have had you and Ray there because you all just talking to each other is funny to me.
But then I tuned back in just to see, and I see Snowbike Mike holding down this like middle area near an escalator and gets 15 kills straight. And he's like single-handedly winning the fucking capture the flag area. And I'm like, all right, well, I probably made the right choice here.
Probably couldn't have done it with you there, Nick.
No, definitely not.
Do you feel like you're getting better, Nick?
I do, actually. I mean, it's cool because the guys are giving me tips and stuff. Like Andy keeps telling me, he's like, dude, like very encouraging where he's like, hey, on this map specifically, like in this mode, don't run off on your own. Because I just want to flank people and like shoot them. And Andy's like, don't do that. Get with a partner. Like stay with Kevin Asax or stay with Snowbike and like be their wingman so you guys can so we can dominate. And it's funny because like, I don't know if you guys have played Warzone with Mike, but what he starts calling the shots and you just get into the zone and he's just there. He's like, it's like command just in your ear, just telling you what to do. It's pretty amazing. He's a good leader when it comes to that stuff.
Oh, he's a great leader. And it's so funny because when I've played without Mike with just me and Chris Anka, kind of
funny best friend.
We have cool friends. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Chris is really good too.
Artist on fucking Spider-Verse 2. He'll be like, hey, so Andy, where do you want to go here? I'm like, honestly, Chris, like, I don't give a shit. When Mike makes out calls, they could be the dumbest fucking calls ever. I just need somewhere to go. And I'm a weapon. You put this nitro rifle wherever, and we're gonna click some heads. You know what I mean? And with Mike, when Mike is calling the shots, it's like, let's roll, dude. Let's roll. And the chat is always saying the same thing. Man, Mike, I need Mike to shoutcast me fucking cooking food and shit. And it's so true because the motivation's there and the direction's there. And that's what's most important.
So with that, with Snowbike Mike, I brought this up and I'm bringing it up again, Kevin. But yesterday on Games Daily, there was a revelation. And what happened was Blessing was talking about how he watched Queen's Gambit, got addicted to chess. He's now been playing a lot of chess.
Kevin, how good is Queen's Gambit?
It's great.
It's fantastic.
I loved it, dude. So good.
Andy, you should watch it. It's anime as fuck. But
Andy, it's not for you.
But Bless has been playing chess, this online chess, and he's been playing fools out left and right. And,
no, Paula kicked the shit out of him.
And then Paula came in and destroyed him. We need to see the rematch. He needs to train. We need to give him a certain amount of time to train to have the rematch of Paula versus.
We lost Nick. He's gone.
I'm here. I'm sorry.
Versus Bless. And I want it shoutcasted by Snowbike Mike.
Yes.
Because can you imagine chess being called by Mike?
First off, he needs to know how to play chess.
Yeah, I was going to say, how much does he know about chess?
I'm sure he knows enough. And second off, it doesn't matter if we're fucking watching two dogs sleep. He'll make it exciting.
Because I never learned how to play chess. I don't know anything about chess.
Me neither.
So like
Andy,
when it comes,
how does the horse move?
Oh, it's a tricky one.
What does it sound like?
3 to the side, 1 over, Andy. 3 to the side, 1 over.
Yes, yeah, I couldn't have told you that.
In any direction.
I know nothing about any of what the things can do. But I'm always amazed when I see chess players. I'm like, God damn, that's some fucking 4D shit right there.
But Kev, how do you think Paula would be down for this?
I don't know. I feel like that's a lot of pressure. She's been playing for fun. I could ask her. She's right here.
You should ask her. Set
it
up.
Do you want to play chess against Blessing, but like we record it all and then put it up so we can make fun of Blessing?
You have to get the thing.
They can hear you.
The bell. Yeah, they need the bell.
The timing, the timer, the click.
She says that sounds scary.
Only scary because she's going to embarrass Blessing.
I thought she was braver than that. That's weird.
Wow. The gaslighting begins now. The gaslighting.
Shut up. Don't say that. It's not funny.
You know what is funny, though? Kevin just slacked random. Why on the sheet for the programming metadata stuff do we call this Kind of Funny Podcast 99-2? The reason is, everyone, because I like stupid things, and we need to figure out what the headline's going to be every week. We already have the headline for next week. It's the 100th episode. It's going to be the last episode of the year.
Wait, so I don't understand why this one can be 99 and then next week can be 100.
Last week was 99. The problem was last week was 99, so this would be 100.
No, last week was 98. What do you mean?
No, I thought we talked.
I remember him talking about it last week.
No, but I'm looking at the doc right now. Last week, Nick's special cookie 98.
Okay, then I'm off by a week then.
Great.
So then I don't know why you. Why'd you ask?
I didn't ask why this episode. I said why do we have KFP 99-2 on the doc?
It stands for everyone to understand now. This week is 99. Next week will be 99-2, and then the final one of the year will be 100. So, what are we going to do for our 100th episode spectacular?
Party.
Shirtless.
I don't know. We'll have to. You have to wait.
It's going to be all visual.
It's the naked episode.
Visual.
Wow, the naked
like
episode.
Like typography stuff, but no words.
No, like we're going to be somewhere with typography stuff. No words.
I don't think so. We can green screen stuff
for the 100th episode. I got nothing.
Kevin, please show the tweet I gave.
Yep. Switching the browser.
Kind of funny. Obviously, a community of family here. I just want to make sure Joey got her shot in on Nick too. She says that Nick Scarpino here looks like he's about to serve me a flight of craft kombucha. Okay. So I just want to make sure if you want to put
it's Nick in like 4 years.
Wow.
I'll take that. I love Steve Zissou.
Great movie. Wasn't it red though? Wasn't his beanie red?
I thought it was. So this picture must have been color corrected.
This is doctored? Do you think this is doctored?
I don't know. Google it, Kev, because I've unplugged all of the things in my setup here, so now I have nothing but this mic.
Why would you do that?
Google Steve.
What a controversy!
I was having a problem with my mic.
This is doctored.
Oh fuck!
What a controversy we got in our hands.
It's orange.
What the fuck?
No, this can't be right. Is there something wrong with my screen?
Hold on. Bears thing, man.
Guys,
he just got you.
Well, Kevin, it's Wes Anderson. He uses those filters all the time.
Wait, here's the thing. Hold on a second.
Click on that group picture because that one looks red now. Maybe it's just the way it is in those pictures. That looks red.
They all look orange. What do you mean? You guys want to hear a funny anecdotal story that happened that is actually exactly like this?
I sure do. Right after I tell you we're brought to you by Movement and Logitech, but I'll tell you about that later. For now, let's begin the show. What do you got for me,
I love Logitech, dude.
I love him too.
You hate Movement, huh? Wow.
No, Movement's cool.
No,
they're
hey
very
man,
thin, sexy.
Hey man,
watches.
Where do you think these are from, bro?
MVMT.
Your glasses for audio listeners.
Kevin, what were you gonna say?
I was recently watching the movie Klaus. Has anyone heard of this? Netflix came out last year.
I see it on there all the time.
It was going for the Oscar.
Message that for us. You said it was really good, right?
Really? Did I message that? Huh.
Yeah, you said something about I think it was like random on Slack. You were like, Klaus is the shit. Everyone should watch it.
Great fucking movie. Me and Paul are sitting through there. We're in the last 15 minutes. and we've been kind of like noticing there's a weird purple and green hue, like it's an overall tone to the whole movie. And Santa Claus basically comes out and he's wearing like a purple outfit, and then he says something like, "Yeah, I know the red's a bit much," and we're like, "That's not red." Like what's going on? This redheaded kid over here is talking to this purple Santa Claus over here, and something's not right, you know? So I'm like, I'm gonna restart the Chromecast, unplug it, plug it back in. It's hot. That little boy smoking, right?
Yeah, he's up, Kevin.
Yeah. So it's all right. I'll plug it in, reconnect, start the movie again. All the colors were wrong. All of the colors were streaming incorrectly. I don't know why.
Oh, weird.
And it was really weird. Turns out Santa is in fact red. Like he had his red outfit on. That makes sense. This little redheaded kid, blonde.
How many things do you think you've watched in the last year that have just been wrong?
Well, it's just that's one of those things that's so terrifying because it very much looked like an animated like choice. Like they were being very deliberate.
The art style looks really cool.
The art style is really cool. It's like one of those coloring books.
Can you show us?
Yeah, sure.
Wait. Oh, it
I
is
would Google it right now, but I can't touch it.
No, I'm on it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so
this is not the one. This is not the Kurt Russell Santa Claus Chronicles.
No, that's Santa Claus.
Different.
That's Christmas Chronicles.
Now there's a number. There's a two.
The
Number two. Number two just came out.
Yeah. So this movie,
this doesn't do it justice.
They did so much.
They
did so much. They put so much effort into making this 3D thing look 2D.
And they nailed it, dude. It looks like a children's storybook in the best way.
I need this because I've been going down a seasonal rabbit hole since Halloween. So Halloween, like every night, I watch something Halloween-ish or scary or vampire or whatever. Recently, as of November, what's that? Yeah, vampire-ish. No shit. I just went to Amazon Prime and I just Googled vampire just to see what would come up. And the only thing they had for free was John Carpenter's Vampires. Not a great movie, but serviceable.
You watched it.
I did. I sure did. The James Wood classic.
I wish the amount of times we sit on this couch and it's in Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu, back to Netflix, just to be you, just to be like, oh, this is what I'm doing. Type in vampire. All right, this one's free. Let's watch it.
That's what I do. Sometimes I let the TV decide, man, and sometimes I let that. So
I fucking hate this guy. I hate this guy.
Andy, this is my point. You know how many times I have watched the movies Fred Claus and Four Christmases because that's all AMC is playing right now, and they're just constantly on. I'm like, I'll watch this movie again. What the hell's Noel?
It's another Netflix movie with Anna Kendrick. No, it's Anna Kendrick and actually who's the
Disney
brother?
Plus.
Oh, you're right, Disney Plus. It's very good. Well, no, it's pretty good. It's that guy from where he's the killer, Barry. It's the actor from Barry.
Oh,
as
David
Santa.
Hayter?
Yes,
He's funny. He's a funny guy.
Anyway, so
I started a teacher.
Yeah, that sounds wrong, right?
Bill Hader.
Bill Hader.
David Hayter's the guy that did Solid Snake. Yeah.
So yeah, this outfit right here, where he's clearly red and white, he came out and it was like purple and green, and he was like, "It's a lot of red," and that's when I looked at Paul and I was like, "I think something's wrong."
That's so funny.
Wait, so his skin wasn't like green or
no, his skin, like it was just red and like blue. It must have been that had switched over to like magenta and like a pale green.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of like a hue kind of shift a little bit.
Yeah. Oh,
Left
and also
or right,
the
we don't
blonde.
quite know.
These two blonde kids were both redheads.
Huh.
Yeah.
I love so much. I love so much of Nick talking about and this John Carpenter's Vampires popped up. So and then Greg interrupts and goes, and you fucking watched it. And Nick goes, I watched it.
I did.
I fucking hate this guy, dude. The amount of better things that he could be watching.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just terrible YouTube recommendations. It's like, fuck it, I'll put this on. Well, and you honestly, end up not liking it.
No, sometimes I do. I mean, John Carpenter's Vampires is not one that I would sit and be like, oh, I remember this being amazing. It's a kind of half-baked, not very good vampire movie. What I like doing is I like watching it and then reading trivia about it and learning about why the production went the way it was supposed to go and who was originally supposed to be in it and how it all went off the fucking rails. But I also I'm just a sucker for 80s, or actually that was probably mid 90s, but just shitty campy movies, specifically like John Carpenter stuff. I like to go down there. I watched on Netflix the other day, I watched War Games, which I've seen before.
They've been advertising that a lot.
Yeah, they've been throwing it out there a lot, and I'm like, oh, I'll watch this. It's obviously one of the Matthew Broderick and Ali Sheedy's like first films, and it holds up. I'm like, wow, this film's really, really good. And I was reading some trivia on it, and lo and behold, like apparently because computers were so new back then, and like networking and like dialing into a computer, nobody knew what the fuck that was. It actually changed like laws. Like President Reagan passed laws.
Yeah, I was going to say, didn't. Sorry, it wasn't the preamble to that like. The movie came out as a big hit, and Reagan was like, said to one of his advisors, "Can you watch this and find out how plausible it is?" And they came back and were like, "It's very plausible,
very plausible." And so that's how they started like I forget what the act is. Kevin probably knows it, but it's like the Communications and Computer like Hacking Act of fucking whatever. And it's the thing that like is still in effect.
That's it. You nailed it.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I figured I was getting close to it.
Don't need to look it up. Gotta refresh
it. Swish.
Nick,
I love doing stuff like that.
One more, like we had a conversation. I want to say it was on Screencast about the movie Hudson Hawk, and I bought it so that we have access to it. Did you ever watch it?
Oh, I didn't know you bought that. I will watch it tonight.
Yeah, I bought it on the Vudu account, and
that's another one of those movies that just went off the fucking rails. Dude,
that movie is fucking crazy. I watched like half of it. It is wild. It's wild.
Weird. It's a weird movie. That was basically that was when Bruce Willis's star, I think, might have started to fade a little bit on that one, because that one was definitely, I think it if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure it tanked in the box office as well, because people are like, what the fuck is this movie? Andy, are you familiar at all with Hudson Hawk?
I have to Google this. I have no idea what this is.
It came and went. It must have been like early to mid 90s. I want to say, and it's a character he's playing called Hudson Hawk, where he's like the best burglar and like the best thief in the world.
Burglar, safecracker.
Yeah, and it's really him and like his co-star is Danny Aiello, who actually was a pretty big name back then. You've probably seen it in a bunch of stuff. And it just is a fucking weird ass kind of slapsticky comedy action adventure movie that just, if you were to watch, Andy, if you were to watch it today, you'd be like, no fucking way this movie actually came out. It's weird.
84% of people like this movie, Nick.
The villains introduce themselves.
Oh, no, never mind.
As
the other ratings are real.
Hey, we're bored and we are the villains. Like, we're bored and we have money and we are the villains.
Like Sandra Bernhardt plays one of the villains, and you're like, this is just a weird movie. But I watched it when I was a kid, and I was so tickled by it. I'm like, this is just silly and creative and fun. And it's always since then held a special place in my heart as being just an utterly terrible Bruce Willis movie that's super fun.
If I can throw a timeout, sorry. Snowbike Mike has joined us here in the chat room for Kind of Funny Podcast.
Oh, what up, Snowbike?
Snowbicycle Michael, you are free to unmute and tell us how you are doing.
I'm doing well, everybody. Welcome in. Kind of Funny Podcast, having a great time. What's good?
Not a lot, having a great show here, having a lot of fun, you know what I mean? Making people smile, making the babies laugh, as you always say. The question I have for you, Snowbike Mike, is do you know chess?
Do I know chess? Do I know how to play chess?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's my man.
Oh, yeah. Here we go, guys.
So if you didn't know, Blessing Adeoye Jr. was walking around thinking he was the king shit at fucking chess. He was clowning people out left and right online. Then he stepped up to the immovable object, the Muhammad Ali of chess in our circles, all right? Paula Coelho.
Okay.
And Paula knocked his ass out. Just clowned him out in a way that I heard he might have deleted the app for a two or 3 days.
He has yet to play her again. He says he's scared. I brought it up to him.
He should be.
So it has been presented that maybe we get Paula and Bless to play each other again in the rematch of the century and have the one and only Snowbike Mike shoutcast it.
Oh, I get to commentate a chess game?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'm in. Let's do it.
Now, here's my question to you, Greg.
Bear, you might have to play this chess game.
Do we make this a bracketed tournament where all of us have to play and we build up to playing whoever wins out of everyone else?
The Kind of Funny tournament arc, Andy? But it's chess. I love it.
I can't. Who can? Am I the only person who can't play chess? Who doesn't know how to play chess?
Oh, I have.
We can teach you. Chess is really easy.
I know how the moves, the pieces work, Greg, but I will get destroyed at chess. I don't think I've ever won a chess game in my life. And checkers, I'll fuck some people up, bro. I got the
we could have a loser's
checkers
for checkers.
Play hangman or some shit.
All right, losers, go play checkers.
But honestly, it's one of those things where like watching the Queen's Gambit, which I put off for a long time because I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this show. And then after like 30 seconds into the first episode, I'm like,
such a
this
hipster.
show's fucking great. The show's great. And Kevin, I don't like to like things. That's the hipster mantra. I don't like to like things, but I love coffee.
Unless they're vampires.
Unless it's just Google search vampire. First thing, watch.
But dude, watching the Queen's Gambit, I'm like, I mean, I knew that chess strategy was like a deep game, but I had no idea. And I assume all that stuff's real that they're talking about, right? Like the different strategies and the different attacks and defenses and all that stuff. It's just fucking cool. It's a cool game.
As fuck. I love this.
I thought you were gonna go.
Like,
I assume chess is real.
It's fair. Okay.
I love this, man.
Kevin, are you going to be able to psych Paula up?
I mean, I feel like right now she's already too like unpsyched. Like she's not excited about it. Yeah. This is kind of thing that she's like, I don't want to lose, and it's like, baby, you beaten this kid before. You know what I mean? He's
what if
I
think we could easily. I mean, she doesn't have to be on camera, right? She could just play the game, and we could just see Blessing's perspective, and then have Snowbike Mike commentate.
Yeah.
In fact, we don't even need to see Blessing's perspective, I guess, honestly.
No, we'll figure it out. I don't know.
We got to be able to do it. Like, how are they? They're doing it digitally, I assume, right?
Yeah, there's an app you can get that's Android and iPhone, and it's free. You can create an account, and then you can play it the way Blessing does, where he does a 14-day, which is ridiculous. Paula does 6 minutes. Huh? Yeah, 14 days. It pretty much means you can take as much time as you want to make a decision.
That's dumb.
Paula does 10 minutes. I mean,
you got to do speed chess.
All your decisions have to be made in 10 minutes. I'm just saying it's the real way to play.
That's cool. That's one of the things also in the Gambit that I was like, that's awesome that they can do. Where like I always seen them do the click the timer thing, Greg.
Yeah.
Which I always just thought was, I never just put 2 and 2 together that you only got they give you a certain amount of time to play.
Yeah, you have like a total amount of time. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it was cool because they do this thing. Have you watched the series, Greg? Am I going to before we get this? Oh, okay, never mind. The cool. Well, then I'll tell the audience. The cool thing is like when they have to adjourn and they only have so much time left, but then the guy has to write his move down and envelope and they seal it. That's so dope. It's like if I had a cool thought to make, but then like Andy interrupted me, I would write it down in an envelope, give it to Greg. We come back the next day, and then Greg.
I love that idea.
Joke.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, Andy, you were saying something before we were getting somewhere into the competition.
Yeah. I'm just assuming that would I be your kind of go-to opponent since I am equally as clueless as you, or would it be Tim because Tim is equally as clueless?
I feel like you and I have such a rivalry, right? Where I am so dead set sure I can beat you in a foot race in America. And you refuse to race. You refuse to race me. You know what I mean? I feel like it keeps going.
What are you talking about? I refuse to race you. I will gladly go anywhere.
How many times have I said it? I've put the poll on Twitter. And Twitter said I will beat you.
Are you acting like the gravity in the UK is heavier and it somehow affected?
The UK thing it doesn't count as a real race.
Yeah,
I was in jeans. I think Bruce Green got involved.
The time was off,
giant crowd there. I was running. That woman was pushing her kid in the stroller. I had to stop short and get around him. You know,
no, there's none of that. It's all on video. There's multiple angles.
So here's my idea for you guys. We do a chess /or foot race where you can either play the person in chess, or if you challenge them to a foot race, you have to foot race them, and whoever wins that goes into the next bracket, no matter what.
It's one of those things where they're like where like if I'm already imagining someone like Mike going and he moves on to the second round, and if you're his opponent, you're gonna want to play him in chess because he doesn't know how to play chess. I'm gonna destroy Greg in a footer. Like it's obviously all over camera. I mean, it's all over Twitter.
There's one shaky video of it shot from the back of the room. You know what I mean? And it's London, so the water's moving different. Nobody understands what's happening.
No, Vitz Patel has a good shot of the overhead camera that is recording the big screen. And
the recording of a recording, and you think that's going to hold up in the court?
It was dominant.
Listen, we're not even. I don't know why we're talking about London. We're not talking. It doesn't have anything to do with me beating you in the United States in a foot race.
London. The
other thing too, it was too short. All right, I need to get warmed up running. I need some runway to get my legs moving like an ostrich. You know, I need to get going.
now, Greg, all due respect, I feel like Andy. I feel like the length of the race is not in your favor.
Yes,
I feel like Andy plays basketball, which historically requires a lot of cardiovascular abilities to do.
Sure.
I think you should try and limit it to 20 feet, 30 feet max.
No,
you have that long stride.
Here's the thing. I don't have endurance, right? Like I'm not in shape. I've played basketball forever, but I don't, unless we're doing like a long distance thing, Greg, which is just like not my game.
No, we don't need to do like cross country or anything.
Yeah. Like I don't have that. I didn't run cross country back in the day. I've never had an endurance thing, but I just feel like it doesn't matter if it's 30 feet or the 40-yard dash or something. Like an inch or a mile, winning's winning.
Sure. I'm just saying, like,
throw your ass. Yeah.
You talk a lot about it, but you never accept the challenge.
I mean, it's accepted. I don't know what I have to do to confirm it. Do I have to like talk to your agent, or what the fuck do I do?
Is there like an online button he has to hit? Yeah. He's got to go vote online.
Are you a robot? Like, no, I'm not.
No. Well,
find all the crosswalks.
Bicycle crosswalk.
Yeah, I'll gladly race you, Greg.
Well, I think there's something interesting to do.
I just think we're just so predisposed to not wanting to do physical activity here at Kind of Funny, and I put myself in that category as well because I said foot race, but I'm going to challenge him. I don't want to fucking leave my chair these days.
I'm playing chess.
Yeah, me and Tim are playing chess against each other, and honestly, we might not even finish that game. We'll start talking about something and fuck off, and then he can win. I don't care.
Yeah, here's the thing. Like, I worry about my general health nowadays because I'm just not as active, right? Running is tough for me, especially running in the cold outside. It really gets to my lungs. It's just always a tough thing. What I need Kind of Funny to do, let's take that big studio that we're not using, basketball court, all of it.
We can do that.
Just one big basketball
absolutely
court.
do that.
Multiple basketball
tremendously
court.
easy. Tremendously.
We need
easy. You can do two for sure.
We would need the. Oh, actually, we probably could do two. We need the. Remember the hoop that I almost killed Tal with at E3 that one year?
I do.
Yeah.
We need a couple of those. The ones that are like weighted, but if you don't weight them correctly, they come down and smash someone's skull.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, here's my dream.
Didn't I almost buy a hoop last time?
I will buy the hoop, Kevin, because if we could put a hoop in there, and there's nothing in there right now. If I could just put a hoop in there and drive to Daly City.
If you pick up Cool Greg, he'll play with you.
It is worth the 30-minute drive, 45-minute back and forth drive for me to play basketball every day in a place that isn't in the elements, right? Like,
okay, because it's too cold. I was gonna say because it's still legal to play outside. You can go to a basketball court.
But you have random people walking up. And
no,
like, hey,
the court, the court close to my apartment, the rims are still gone.
I'm fine with this. I've been looking for a place to do jiu-jitsu. So as long as you guys can play basketball and I can put down some mats and strangle people, like I'm totally down for that.
Right.
There's no, by the way, the only issue is there are no bathrooms, so you'll have to shit into a hole.
But like the hole works.
But are there holes?
I won't shit.
But then you have to punch, and there's no water, so you'll have to just spit on it.
Andy, it's $188. I have your credit card on my file here. Do you want me to just order two?
But please ship those to Barrett's apartment.
I mean, you could half court. You could do half court. You have to pay.
No, we could do two. We could probably do four if you got the credit on there.
Oh, do the whole cool cross court thing.
Cross court, yeah. Wow.
No, I think like half two balls going at a time.
Or what's going to be hilarious is literally the basketball courts. They're going to take 6 months to get here because of COVID, and the second they get here, that's going to be the day we have to like build. We have to start.
It's free shipping. Well, good. Then the building will start. You know what I mean?
Well, then here's the thing, Kevin. Then it could just be moved outside when the building begins, like
in the parking lot. Yeah, these are the 7 to 10 foot ones.
Greg Miller, go ahead.
Yeah, Nick, in this empty studio we're paying for and have been for the entire year, thanks COVID, is there enough room for a foot race for me to beat Andy in?
100%, yeah.
Perfect, great, thank you.
And if you guys want, though, we can do an endurance.
Kevin, I'm sorry, 1 second, Nick. Kevin, while you're ordering the basketball hoops, please buy one of those the big tape parade things so that I can
break it. Yeah,
do this.
I was actually thinking about Greg having a high school like cheerleading team, just making one of those big crepe paper banners that you could run through.
So, okay, that's how it starts. You run through the big paper to start the race.
I'm going to put this out there, Tim. I'm going to put this out there.
Yeah.
They have to run through a series of those papers.
It's like Fall Guys. Some of them are just solid walls. Oh, fuck. Gee, all right. That's a real one, Andy. Be careful.
The thing that Tim or that Greg's not understanding about this race is he says he was uncomfortable in London. He was wearing jeans. I was wearing my skinny jeans too. And I was wearing shoes that I don't feel comfortable running in. Tim, you've seen the way I walk, all right? I have like
the Tommy
I have an insole for my arch because I have an insole for my arch because I am. It's like an insole that prevents your ankle from rolling or whatever. So a lot of the time during that race, when I schooled your ass by several feet, I'm running kind of stiff-legged because I'm scared about just how the whole situation is going down there. So I was severely limited and still destroyed your ass. Go ahead, Nick Scarpino.
No, I don't want to come to Greg's defense here, but he has said multiple times they were on a different continent. So we've got jet lag that's playing into this. Also, there's different atmospheric pressures
Thank
in
you.
London.
I was jet lagged. You know, you're talking about your uncomfortable shoe. I was using my prosthetic leg, so I mean, like, I wasn't.
It was 3 days into this. It was 3 days into.
Greg was definitely jet lagged. Greg takes at least 6 months to acclimate to a new time zone.
Kev, can you bring up the thing I sent to assets? It should be time linked correctly.
You know,
I just want to bring up a video evidence of like what happened when Kind of Funny was in a foot race at one point.
Can you? Why does it always have to? Why does it have to always be making fun of me? You know what I mean?
It's not. It's just pointing out
to prove a point that we shouldn't be doing this.
I'd like to remind everyone involved, I was not hurt in the least bit. And
yeah,
there it is. Notice how I pop back up. I'm always ready.
Hold on.
I like how it slows down.
Is then Finnegan run, and
Finnegan breaks his ankle.
Hurts his ankle right there.
No, didn't he pull his like hamstring or something?
Nobody needs to watch that one.
No, we watched the second one. How'd the second one turn out?
He's so much faster the second time.
He trained for that shit.
He 100% trained, regardless of what.
Remember when you guys printed flyers and put them up around the office?
We didn't do that.
Then it turned out the date was wrong on the flyers.
Yeah. That was hilarious.
Man, Kevin just bouncing off of that fucking rubber shoulder. Like, Kevin, your shoulder just seems so bouncy right there.
That's the thing, man. That's the thing. I know that y'all laughing at this, but like fucking, I can recover from a fall like no one's business. I can't tell you how many.
Can your shoe recover?
That shoe ripped in half, Andy. It ripped in half. I ripped the sole off. That's how fucking Andy, fast I was going.
You don't really get a sense of it though from that clip because we cut to it, but it's not like Kevin made it a mile before he hit the dirt. It was
like 5 steps.
5 steps.
Real quick. We have been joined by the new face of video games, Blessing Adeoye Jr. Hello.
I love that Snowbike Mike is still here. Snowbike Mike, you can go. You don't have to be on.
Or you can hang out, Mike. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm part of the Gambit, Nick. I'm not leaving the Gambit.
Bro. It's a free show for him, dude. He doesn't have to subscribe on Patreon anymore.
Blessing, a lot of shade's been thrown your way this episode. There's been a lot of talk of chess. There's been a lot of talk of Queen's Gambit. There's been a lot of talk of you being the cock of the walk there of the old chess game and how you were puffing your chest out and saying how great you were, and then that the bear, Paula Coelho, came in and put you in your place.
Bless Harmon.
She did. And that is what they call me, Tim. They call me Bless Harmon. Name of the main protagonist in Queen's Gambit, Beth Harmon, which is why they call me that, because me and her have a lot of similarities.
I missed that. Thank you.
Huge similarities.
She lost the first big match too. Wait, no, she won that.
No, she won a ton of matches before she got.
She won a lot of matches. Yeah,
that's weird.
I think she lost against that first, like the guy who taught her, though, right? Like the first time.
Yeah, because she had no idea
she
what chess
beat that
was.
guy.
Yeah.
Don't spoil the show, guys.
Anyway, yes, I have been playing a lot of chess, and I am very decent at it. So
what this has evolved into, and it turns out we looked at your contract, we don't need your consent, is that you're going to get a rematch with Paula Coelho.
Oh, God.
It's going to be live streamed, and Snowbike Mike is going to shoutcast it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm terrified of Paula, like if I'm being honest, because I've played multiple people on chess.com now. Like I've been playing Abby Russell a whole bunch. I've been playing Yusef McGee. I'm playing quite a few people, and
you're clowning those people out because they're clowns, right?
Clowning them out, like undefeated. I was undefeated for a long time, and it was Paula Coelho who came through and shut that down and defeated me. No. And like I almost beat her. I was very close to beating her. Like I had her cornered for
how close was it? Okay.
I had her cornered for maybe 80% of the match, and then she did a thing that I'd never seen before, where she used one pawn and basically used that pawn to make her way across the chessboard. In a way where I was like, oh, I see what she's doing. She's trying to like get back to the end of the board so she can exchange it for a queen or for another piece so she can put me in check. And once I saw that, I was like, I have no worries about this. I'll just take that piece of my rook when she gets here. No worries. She then got a few spaces away from getting to that point, and then I noticed that once she moved her pawn at a certain point, she had me in check with a bishop, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. Cool. I'll move my king. And then she moved her pawn again. She had me in check again via another bishop, and it was checkmate because like she had me trapped with 2 bishops and her pawn, which was blocking the space I couldn't get to. And I didn't realize this for like a good 5 turns. And honestly, like I was devastated afterwards. Like I didn't know how to feel. Like it was legit like a movie climax moment of wow, you got me. Like there's nothing I can do.
That's really exciting.
I was very into it.
I heard in the grapevine, Bless, that Paula was just practicing new strats on you, like just stuff that she hasn't really tried. Like
that
it was
like
more of an experiment. It was like an experimentation. Like I got these. I've been practicing these new things. Let me try them out. That this is you thought you were close, but really you were never at all.
You never had your car. You never had your car.
It was the closest I felt to like being in an actual anime. Like it felt like I was playing in a very intense game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And she pulled out her last trap card, and I was like, "Oh shit, didn't see this coming." That's what it felt like.
Straight to the Shadow Realm.
Straight to the Shadow Realm.
Wait, now, Blessing, can I ask you? Can I interview you real quick about your past with chess?
Oh yeah.
Do you study strategy at all? Do you know what the Queen's Gambit is?
I mean, I know what the Queen's Gambit is, but I've never been one. I see the reason why they call me Bless Harmon is because much like Beth Harmon in the show,
you do a lot of tranquilizers and you see the ceiling and you figure it out.
And I drink a lot of alcohol, yes, but it's more so like I'm an intuitive player, right? Like I don't really go into all the strategies. I don't look into all the into the openings, right? I go with the flow in the moment. That's when I see the Matrix and I know what's going to happen a few moves ahead.
Plus, that was the third act. There was a fourth act where.
Do you think that that's a smart move against Paula the Killer Coelho?
Honestly, no, because the way she was playing it, she was playing like she was an experienced player, and I don't know why I wasn't expecting that. I think it was mainly because Youssef and Abby Russell, no offense, we're not playing that way. And so when I was playing against
go check on that because if we see Tim's house burned down on the Kind of Funny podcast,
can you just imagine it's a comedy errors? All of a sudden, people start running from left to right. There's smoke.
Gia comes through in a towel. Cool Greg's got the dog.
Joey just holds up a sign saying, "I'm sorry, Nick," and you're like, "Oh, thank God she finally apologized."
Her final words.
Shit she's given me over the years.
Can't remember if I got them to get a fire extinguisher. Yeah,
I think. Well, no, they definitely didn't. Kevin. If they did, Tim's not gonna ever be able to figure out how to use a fucking fire
but I taught you. You know what I mean?
Pull pin, forget it.
So, Bless, you excited? What's up?
I was playing a very, very good, very defensive game. I'm excited to get my rematch because I didn't challenge her again after that because I was like, I need to go back into the lab. I need to figure out what went wrong. I need to come back bigger and stronger.
I'm telling you, switch over to the 10-minute matches. It's gonna up your game for sure, man.
It probably will. But the thing about playing the way I'm playing, because I'm doing these 14-day matches, meaning that I can go away and just make my move, go away.
Have a think.
Yeah, have a think. While my opponents doing their thing, they move. Cool, I come back and I can take my time, and that makes it so that I'm not in a rush. I don't feel the pressure, and I am able to plan out. Like, okay, if I go here, they can take this piece with this piece, but then I'll take this piece with that piece, and then X, Y, and Z happens. The 10-minute matches make me nervous, but I mean, are the way to play, right? Because that's how chess is played. Like, people don't usually play chess via 2 weeks.
I would just say if you're gonna drop down 10-minute matches, just don't battle as many people, and I'm gonna keep saying battle from now on because I think that makes all this.
It does sound cool. It does sound cool.
It's a chess battle. It's a chess battle. That's right.
I will say, obviously lower your amount of matches because I've heard it's quite an undertaking, Blessing, from what I hear, to have these many games in your brain in these many different places.
It would be interesting though if you just studied like one strategy, like one of the offensives, and see
like
if you
his meta, right?
That.
Figure out a meta,
because that's what they do. Is they
just go close to Cillian and master that.
Yeah, whatever that is, that sounds so cool. But just do that for the next week or two and see if you can figure it out, and then see if that actually works. Because that was that blew my mind. I was like, oh my God, chess is a lot like any other fighting sport where you just study different techniques and try to kind of pull one over on the other person, because that she goes into that a lot too, where it's not that she's just so intuitive. She studied the other things, so she sees those things coming and then is able to riff on top of them, which I thought was cool. I
mean, Tim, is the fire out? Hold on. Tim, what's the fire report?
It's all good.
Okay. Also, Blessing, if you want, we can get you industrial grade tranquilizers if you want.
I'm down for whatever.
We have several guys for that.
Game. I'm down to do it. And Nick, you mentioned wanted to question me about my chess history. I don't have an extensive chess history, but I was in chess club in elementary school and middle school.
That's more.
And I got to enter chess tournaments and stuff. And this is making me sound like I'm way better than I am. I am not amazing at chess. I am very decent.
No, talk your shit, Bless. Talk your shit.
Well, listen, you're talking to me, who I've never won a chess game. Tim, I don't think has ever played chess, and Greg doesn't know the difference between chess, checkers, and a fucking deck of cards.
You saw it going, and it was like he's gonna add one too many in. Chess, checkers, or a deck of cards.
I was gonna say Chinese checkers, but I didn't. That didn't.
I never played that one either.
Bless. What would be your strategy for this match, though? Would you train? Would you study?
Yeah, no, I would. Well, here's the thing. Paula, I think, is very good at being patient and not like if I have a flaw when it comes to chess, every now and then I'll be like, fuck it, man, I'm in the lead. I'm just gonna I'm not gonna pay too much attention because I'm killing it right now. Like I fall into that tortoise and the hare situation where like I just start to say fuck it and like start making moves, trying to taunt my opponent or just trying to like flex because I can move my queen over here and like I know there's nothing they can do about it. Like I like doing that type of shit. And for Paula, I would be more patient, and then I also would figure out how to counter. She's very good at placing her pawns in a way that provides good defense. Where like if you place your pawns a way that's very diagonal, so that if anybody takes one of your pawns, you can then take them back. I got to figure out how to play against that because usually people who do that are able to take me down.
Isn't that the dirty Sicilian or whatever you were just saying? That's the one.
I believe it's the cute Russian.
Wait, Mike, what's the move that we're gonna teach Bless? The slippery sock?
Soggy 90.
I've heard that one. I've heard that one.
Mike's gone.
What's the chess version of the soggy 90, Bless? We got to hit Paula with something she's not expecting.
Soggy 90. I mean, it probably had to do with the knight because the knight moves like 2 spaces up, 1 space right, and so that's 90 degrees. And so maybe like
3. Yeah, you're right.
It's 2.
Yeah, 1, 2, 2 up, 1 over.
Here's my question for you. Another question, Bless, because I had no idea that you had this level of ability. Do you understand when they were talking about the 3 acts of the game? Where they were like the beginning, the middle game, and then the end game? Is that like something that you're like, oh, my end game's the shit?
I mean, that's I hadn't like heard it talked about that way, but it makes sense as they're saying it. Like chess basically does have 3 phases when you think through it, right? And it's like the opening phase where you're figuring out like how is this game gonna go? Like the opening phase really is like that's when the closed Sicilian, open Sicilian stuff comes into play of like,
right,
all right, I'm gonna place my knight first, right, or I'm gonna move my king's pawn up, to start the match or whatever, and you start to figure out what the flow of the game is. Mid game, of course, is mid game, and then end game really is, all right, how are we gonna close this deal? And I never really thought about chess that way, but watching Queen's Gambit, it made me start to think of it that way, and honestly, like it made me, I think them. It's interesting how in Queen's Gambit I felt like so many of the terms and the ways they talked about the game made me better at the game and more aware of what was going on.
Yeah.
And like them talking about opening game or beginning game, mid game, and end game was one of those things where I was like, oh yeah, I guess you do gotta like switch that up when you enter into those phases.
I'm putting 200 on Bless Harmon. I'm putting 200 down right now.
Wow, the lack of respect for Mrs. Koala.
I need this rematch.
I think looking at the odds right now in Caesar's Palace odds.
Paula's
like a heavy favorite.
Right, are we going to bet on this? Are we putting money on this, Andy?
Here's the thing: the Tim Gettys business call emotes. Put them up in the chat. How do we turn this into a January 5th fundraiser thing where all the bets bet on either side, but then we need to figure out like what your bet. Like
I don't think we can do that. That sounds illegal.
That sounds very illegal.
I think it would have to go to charity, but if we reestablish ourselves as a nonprofit, we could probably make that happen.
Well, it wouldn't be illegal if all the money's going to the same place.
Well, if it's not,
it's illegal. I think it's still gambling, right?
Well, if people win and you have to pay them money, then it's illegal. But if everyone
they also make a prize. I think
we've made big strides in legal gambling. We've made huge strides.
I don't think so. I think they're just like a bunch of like apps. They're just not cared.
Tim, there's a way though, because I think what you would do is you would just have people put money on Paula or Blessing, and then maybe whoever loses, we take that money and donate it to charity or something like that. I don't know. So we can think on that.
Everyone stew on that for a second. All right, think about that.
A lot of pressure, by the way.
You're gonna do great, Blessing. We know
Blessing. It's not our anniversary streams traditionally.
She's gonna destroy you, Bless. Like destroy you. Right now, she's playing like 2-minute Tetris. She's so aggressive.
Shit, Tetris or chess?
I just imagine 2-minute Tetris. Yeah.
I meant chess. You know,
a lot of people don't understand Tetris, Blessing, but that is chess. You just didn't know.
Damn.
Yeah.
2 minutes.
All right, Blessing. Get out.
Hold on. Before you leave, could you beat Paula in a foot race?
Oh yeah. Okay. I think I don't know if there's anybody that is in this company or adjacent to this company that can beat me in a foot race.
No.
Oh shit, Andy. Andy, did you hear that?
Real.
Andy, did you hear that?
Bless is throwing down throwing it down right
so
now.
Blessing, what we talked about before.
Listen, you got to get past me. I'm the mid boss. All right, you'll get to the end boss when you get there. Don't
Greg,
look past me, buddy.
you are a fucking afterthought, big dog. Like I don't gotta worry about you.
You're
in
a
foot race.
Candy
I will say that Cool Greg and Blessing are definitely.
Fuck, Cool Greg might beat me in a foot race. I forgot.
He don't got it no more, guys. He's fast. He just don't got it no more.
No, dude. He's got the strides, man. Every time I play basketball with him, that dude can cover up ground. Like you think you're by him, and then a second later, he's right there on you, just because he covers so much ground at such a quick pace. Go ahead, Nick Scarpino.
So Blessing, I don't know if you were here for this, but the rule that we're trying to instill is you challenge someone in chess. It's bracketed. We're all going to play. But if you don't want to play chess, you have another option to challenge that person to a foot race. The foot race may or may not be a series of obstacle courses whereby you have to run through paper, and every maybe third or fourth paper you don't know is a brick wall, and you don't know if you can get through it or not. Similar to that game show that's the name is eluding me right now, but you guys
Fall Guys.
Andy said Fall Guys, but it used to be an actual game show where people would have to run through and they wouldn't know if the door was open or not, and they just fucking slam into it.
Oh, Greg said
like
that.
Wipeout.
That's a good show.
Yeah, Wipeout.
Wipeout. That's it.
So just letting you know that if you don't want to challenge Paula to chess, you can play Wipeout against her.
I'm down for that. Okay. No, this actually makes me way more confident in whatever.
Yeah, just a reminder, I'm the one building the Wipeout thing, so it might be really unfair for one person or another if they're married or not married to me.
That would be hilarious. But to be honest, Kevin, I would not put it past you to torture Paula. So
never, dude. Are you kidding? She is the
there.
light of my day. You know what I mean?
Light of my day. She's light of my day too.
Am I the darkness of your night?
Yes.
No, Nick's definitely the darkness of my night.
Tim is our watchful guardian.
Before we go any further to the show, let's check in with our sponsors. This episode of the Kind of Funny podcast is brought to you by Movement. We all know that 2020 isn't playing by any of the usual rules, and that goes for holiday shopping too. Between shipping delays and the mess and stress of shopping in store right now, there aren't great options, but our friends over at Movement Watches have made gift giving easy. MVMT makes clean and modern watches, eyewear, blue light glasses, and jewelry. Getting great quality and style doesn't have to break the bank. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard us talk about them. Andy uses them, and I just ordered my own pair of blue light glasses. Movement's Everscroll blue light filtering glasses are a personal favorite of the one and only Nitro Rifle Andy Cortez, with lenses that protect your eyes from long hours in front of your screens. They come in tons of fashion-forward styles to choose from. Give the gift of better sleep, better focus, and better style. I've had my peepers hurting, so I'm excited to get my pair. I bought ones that look just like my regular glasses, so see if you can tell in the future. Get 15% off with fast and free shipping and fast and free returns by going to mvmt.com/kinda. That is mvmt.com/kinda. Remember, there's also watches, which you know Nick loves. There's a whole bunch of different ways to gift in there. They have comes in cool matte black packaging, so you don't even have to wrap it up. It's all set to go. It's an easy way. So again, 15% off with fast, free shipping and free returns by going to mvmt.com/kinda. Movement.com/kinda. Our next sponsor is Logitech. They have the Pro X Super Light wireless gaming mouse. And again, Andy's clicking heads and ripping people to shreds with it. You can, of course, see Andy doing it all the time over on Twitch, but let me talk to you about it. The Logitech G Pro X Super Light gaming mouse is designed with the world's leading pros to engineer the world's best competitive gaming mouse. With hyper minimal redesign, Pro X Super Light is their lightest and fastest pro mouse ever, weighing in at under 63 grams, almost 25% lighter than the standard pro wireless mouse. Logitech exclusive Hero 25K sensor provides unrivaled precision, speed, and consistency. Pro X Super Light delivers extreme accuracy and ultra-fine control for complete confidence, especially during the intense split-second moments of tournament play, something Nick Scarpino would never know about because he's terrible at games and should hang it up. Powered by Lightspeed Pro X Super Light, it is Logitech's fastest and most reliable pro mouse yet. It's available in black and white. Go to logitechg.com to get your own Pro X Super Light wireless gaming mouse today. That's logitechg.com to get your own Pro X Super Light wireless gaming mouse today. All right, guys. We got
I've
a
been
big
eating
one
a lot
here.
of meatballs lately.
Hold on, before we talk about meatballs, I got these Oreo IDs. Have you heard about this yet?
Oh man, your
Are
camera
these the ones in like the
super shitty just in time.
Dude, we
Are those
made
ones
it.
in silver plastic?
We
The
nailed
silver
it last
thing?
year, and I feel like if there's some sort of prize, like we're gonna nail it this year, and then we're not gonna get it.
I know, Kevin. We should have won $50,000 for the fucking
No, it's
churros,
not that. It's not that. It's not the one where we're guessing the Oreo flavor, the mystery flavor.
I was going to take my money
ID.
and run, dude.
They sent me this personal letter. I'm going to read it here. They mentioned Oreo-ration, guys. We finally
so
made it.
pixely. Are you uploading something?
No, buddy. We've been doing the same show forever. I don't know what happened. I don't know why it changed. My internet's great. Oreo ID says, Greg, need a new Oreo-ration subject? We've got you covered. For the first time ever, you can now customize your own Oreo cookies with Oreo ID. Stuff it. Choose your cream color. Dip it. Fudge or no fudge. Design it. Sprinkles, a fun greeting, a picture. The choice is yours. Pack it. Make it gift ready. This 12-pack, one-of-a-kind Oreo ID creation was made especially for you. To design an Oreo cookie creation of your own, visit Oreo.com/Oreo ID. Share your Oreo ID delivery, tag Oreo, blah, blah. Enjoy your friends at Oreo. So now what I bring to the table, ladies and gentlemen, are these Oreo IDs that they say they made just for me. The question to go around, starting with Andy, do you think that they are actually made especially for me, or they're just like, they got like red filling? Did they go over, are these going to be attuned to Kind of Funny? Are they going to be attuned to Oreo-ration?
Your personality? No fucking way. They didn't watch all those. They don't. Because if they were, it would be chicken wing flavored, and that would be disgusting.
We can't. And you can't. That's not. The flavor isn't a thing you can change.
I'm with you though, Greg. I think that there is a chance that there might be a smiley or something.
Yeah, it's like Xbox controller lab, right?
Because that's the thing. If they have the option to have pictures on it, they better have sent us some custom shit that has something, even if it's your dumb face.
No way, the Oreo crackers. You can't put different images.
Nick's will be like Nick's will be Parmesan flavored.
It's a big deal because they got to spit out a special way. Oh,
God, I wish I thought of this, Andy. I wish we would have sent him some Nutter Butters. Oh my God.
Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord.
It's terrifying.
They are Oreos with a blue sprinkle, Kind of Funny blue, and then in the center, it's me when I took the two most stuffed Oreos and put them together and took the bite while I looked at the camera.
That's
awesome.
Wow, this is really cool.
Wow. All right, Oreo. You actually stepped it up there. I was definitely expecting blue Oreos and that to be like it. Let's see what we got.
That would have been enough, honestly.
Totally.
God, I really want one.
Color me impressed. This was
fantastic. All right, so it's good fudge dipped. Maybe we're gonna like that. You can see there.
Maybe a little over designed, but it's okay.
Oh, I want one of those so bad.
I know, me too.
I wish it was the I'm flabbergasted face. I'll be real.
That's what I was thinking when I saw it. I was like, they fuck me on this or whatever.
That would have been amazing.
Well, they're not gonna promote Nutter Butter. You know what I mean?
Blue cream.
Oh wow!
Yeah, cover your face. Cover your face. There it is.
Wow.
That's great. Wow.
And it's the right color blue.
That's
a good blue. That's a good
My favorite color.
Greg, describe it for me, please.
You know, as you know by watching Oreo-ration, the white fudge ones they put out scored terrible on the Oreo-ration review scale. This is a better fudge. This actually tastes really good.
And you're getting your mouth is turning blue. You're looking like a little.
You look like Andy after Andy's had the 13th Monster Energy drink of the night.
Now, would you Game Fuel? Where Game Fuel has?
I'm sorry, I apologize, Mountain Dew. Greg, it's traditionally, correct me if I'm wrong, you don't like the covered Oreos at all because, if I remember correctly, they have a resistance to milk that is disheartening. Yeah, that's the issue.
You're not incorrect. You're not incorrect there about how they traditionally feel. But these, like I said, there's a better level of fudge here. Probably because it's not being mass produced. You know what I mean? Like there's, Oreo ID lab, they're working hard on these things.
Yeah, these are a little more careful, catered, yeah.
As Kevin would say, the cracker so crisp. So crisp. The cream, so sweet. And I like the texture.
About it.
I like the texture.
How many of these did you eat, Greg?
How many could I eat?
Yeah, because I think that's something that you don't talk enough about on Oreo-ration.
Fuck you. I very much talk about if it's an everyday cookie or if it's a special occasion cookie. Go watch the birthday flavors.
I guess that's a similar proposition.
But yeah, I wouldn't eat like a million of these in one sitting. Because I would clown out an entire sleeve. What would you guys, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, what do you guys think is like the standard of like, if you're eating Oreos, you expect to eat at least
a ream, a full ream. Yeah.
Thank you.
That's why they sell it in a ream. Probably at 10, yeah. My wife would know.
Oh, never mind. You're talking about the sideways. Yeah, my mind went to Chips Ahoy, the long tube, and I was like, there's no way you eat one of those in one sitting. But yeah, Oreos for sure, because I think Oreos are just so inherently filling.
Yeah.
What? I get so full so fast on Oreos.
If you just eat the crackers, you can eat the whole package easy.
What do you do with all the cream?
Yeah.
You put it inside the package, and then you put it right. You put it right back into the cabinet, and then someone opens it up and they're just like, oh, look at all this toothpaste.
You're a psychopath. And the cream is the best part of Oreo. The crackers themselves are just mechanisms by which to get the cream into your mouth.
They're so good. They're so good.
Here's the thing: is I disagree. I think they work in tandem to make a great thing. But I do think that there's that moment. It depends on your mood, I guess. But there's that moment where I crack them and I take just the cracker and I'm like, this is exactly what I wanted. And but then you do the double stuff out of the Oreo. You put that in there. You're like, this is also excellent.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm confused. You can't do these because D is asking me now. I just text her. You cannot do flavors for the Oreo IDs. It's just kind of decorating them.
Correct.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Choose the cream color, fudge or no fudge. Sprinkles, a fun greeting, a picture. Choice is yours. Make it a gift already. You know what, Kevin? What are we doing? Go to Oreo.com/Oreo ID and let's design some hideous Oreos and send them.
Oh, Milk Mommy.
Let's put the Milk Mommy on them and send them over to Paula.
I gotta say, I'm pretty shocked that it's actually a image, like a JPEG looking thing.
Yeah,
I would have expected it to be.
What was the website?
Oreo.com/Oreo ID.
Yeah, I got to assume though, Tim, that'd be a way more involved process.
Is it
to
lasered
get, like, the
on?
laser tracing, like laser carving? You know.
I don't think it's lasered on.
Okay, so let's
I don't
see.
think it's laser.
Give
I think
it a look.
I think
Is
it's
it
like
painted?
It's a printout.
Is it painted on like icing?
Yeah, that's like a print. That's like a printer paper.
You gotta
like
cover your face.
I know. It's hard then because I'm in reverse. I'm stupid. I'm dumb. I'm a dumb.
Yeah, that looks
like there's a
good.
texture to it. There's a paper, I think.
Yeah, it's edible. It's like an edible print.
Well, I already ate it. Yeah, no, I know it's edible.
He knows for sure it's edible.
I hope it's edible.
Like small print underneath, like enjoy your friends at Oreo. P.S. Do not eat the image. Do not eat the image. Yeah.
These fudge ones, I've never tried one first off, but they do seem a little too hearty and kind of.
They're hearty.
Yeah, it's like when you get a cupcake that's just too much, and it's like, this is good. I'll eat one of these, but I cannot. It's not just like a normal chocolate cupcake that you can just fuck up like over.
Yeah, no, you can't. You're not eating a million of these, I don't think, by any stretch of the imagination. All right, so here we go. It says, let's get colorful. Select one: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink, white.
Let's go pink, baby.
Who are we sending these to? And also, chat, be cool. If we pick somebody to send these to, I do not need you ruining the bit.
I would love to send some to, like.
We can send some to Paula as a congratulations for when she destroys Bless.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a way for her to win.
And then send some to Bless as like condolences for your loss.
Suck.
Yeah. I was thinking like, I don't know, Rahul Kohli, Gary Whitta.
Ooh. Rahul's an interesting choice. Okay.
You know, we get like a photo of, what if it's, I have a photo of he and I that we took on Instagram. What if it's a photo for both of us? And it's like, because I call him my father brother and I'm his son brother. Or his brother's son.
You're making that up, right? You're making that up, right?
No, I call him my father brother because it's like I look like his son or I look like his brother sometimes. Is what people say.
This is like a made-up thing, right? Like he doesn't know who you are, right?
I think he probably would, Kevin, but
like in the scared way. I'm like, oh, I know Andy.
Definitely like it's a one-sided thing where Andy's like,
Watch
yeah, I
out for
call him
that
my
kid,
father, my father brother, and he calls me his sister wife or whatever. And then you ask for Rahul, and he's like, I don't call him that. That is not something I refer to him by. I call Andy my friend, and he never calls me.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Well, all right. So I say, yeah, I agree with what Andy's throwing down. Do the pink.
Pink is dope.
Yeah, because we're gonna make it a kind of funny color, right? So yeah.
Or maybe Alana also.
As a congrats,
like a congratulations.
Just for
bang better than Bless.
So yeah, I think that'd be so great. Hey, congratulations on getting a brand new job. Here's a cookie in our color, just in case you want to come work with us again.
So wait, should we do blue?
Or green for XCast.
Can you guys?
Thank you
but we
for
just
being
talked about
on
making.
XCast.
We're trying to make it about us. So if we do the kind of funny games colors of blue and pink,
pink filling and blue outside, because blue, that's cool.
You can't do blue outside, guys.
Then
you can though. You're gonna do the blue sprinkles like they did for me, Kev.
Got it.
So do the fudge because that's delicious.
Okay,
We can swear the fudge is delicious.
Yeah.
Then you do the blue sprinkles,
and then do the blue sprinkles, and then a picture of Milk Mommy on it and say,
yeah, I think you put the Milk Mommy on there.
I don't think we need to do that image.
I think we gotta do it.
I think if we're
this
sending,
needs to be our Christmas present to everyone. You know how like companies are supposed to send Christmas presents?
That sounds expensive.
Let's send these to everyone. Sony Santa Monica, Sony, the other Sony, Redwood.
Yeah,
Sony Redwood. They do a lot of great stuff there. A lot of great games.
Sony, Nintendo, Redwood. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
God,
exactly.
I hate that you just type in Milk Mommy and it's the
There
first
it is.
image.
Fuck yeah, it is. Cowards didn't want
Andy,
that for
can
the
you
football team.
get it and just PNG my face out of it?
Why you don't want Paula on it? I'm doing it in tandem over here, and with Paula in it, it looks great.
Oh yeah, no, but I'm sure you can scale up. Right?
Yeah, you gotta scale that thing up and just be the face.
Yeah, you can. There's edit photo placement.
Right there. Yeah, there you go. There it is. Oh, this is so.
There you go. You
I
can
feel like
zoom
if we
and drag,
don't have
and
the
drag.
background at all, I think that would make more sense.
No, I think just make it your full face.
No,
Yeah,
make
get
it
really
full face.
tight like I'm getting in there. So yeah, now click
scale it
on
up.
now. Yeah, and there you go. Now click on
Scale
it.
that
There
shit
you
up.
go. Scale that shit.
Sorry, audio.
There you go. Audio listeners, we're sorry.
That's on you. You know this is the kind of thing that we do.
There it is.
Pop in.
That's perfect. That's perfect, Kevin. Oh, it's perfect.
Oh no.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, you look
hate
like
you
Thomas
guys.
the Tank
Yeah,
Engine.
now I
beautiful.
have to
That's
say
beautiful.
this. Seeing it in action, we have to send these to Gary. We have to.
It was a thought that counts. It was a thought that, you know what, that's actually good. It's the thought that counts for Alana. We love you, Alana. Thank you very much. Yeah, now we send it to Gary. But again, chat, be cool. Do not fucking tell her, Gary, I think you're getting something cool soon. Hey, Gary, they talked about the podcast.
Probably an Oreo milk mommy on it.
Nobody fucking say anything to Gary. All right? Don't say anything to Gary. You can put text on it?
Oh, you don't need text on this, Kevin. I think.
No, yeah. Milk Mommy face
really
alone.
feel like
Milk
the
Mommy
face
face
It
alone.
speaks for itself. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. This is good. This is some good stuff here. And then, yeah, spring for the... Oh, you got a gift box in 12 count? Yeah.
God.
Oh, Kevin.
Spring for the white
perfect.
gift box when
Perfect.
you get to the next one, yeah.
It's so perfect.
Go scroll down. Scroll down. There you go.
Is
Get
there
that
a
white
cake?
gift box at 12 there, just like
Wait,
they got
what are
for
the
me.
bigger ones? Oh, just a 4-pack.
It's
I
just
don't
scaling
have.
the sides of it.
Greg,
Got it.
if you're doing this, you've got the company card. You probably have Gary's address. Why don't you just do it?
It's probably
Somewhere around here. I do.
Kev did it. That we made Kev do it.
Yeah, because then everybody sees it. Yeah, but I can do it from here. I can take it. I can.
Sure.
And also, just there's something that Kevin hates this so much, but he kind of loves it too.
No.
Kevin loves it.
He hates it, but he kind of loves it. It's kind of like how I hate you guys make fun of me, but I
really
love how
want
much
Gary to
time you talk
let
about
me
me.
Now,
use-
chat, be cool. Do not ruin this for us. Sorry to raise my voice, everybody.
I just love the idea of Kevin eating himself. Like it's just
I'm gonna eat Kevin so fucking hard if I get one of these.
If you could send me a pack, that'd be great.
Yeah, send all of us one so I can tweet it out and lick it.
Do I have permission to
that.
send?
What if
No,
it's like
for sure.
the company? What if it's like the
For
company
sure.
Christmas card?
Yeah,
that we
I
send
think
out
you
to all-
should. I think you should
It's
send this to a select
$30
amount of
company
people.
gift Christmas card. Like that's not
Well, we don't have to.
how
we
they
don't have to
normally
well,
cost.
You can do the 4-pack, and that could be cheaper. And I think we should send these to everyone.
I don't like that you say that could be cheaper because you don't know. Oh man, we've
But with Nick, like the mat, like if it's more expensive, it's better.
It's so
well, why don't
true.
we just send them the one then if we're gonna be cheap?
No, I'm with
$3.50.
Andy. If it's more expensive, it's better, right, Tim?
Jesus.
If you send them the 1 or the 4, I think that's
The 4
perfect. dude.
The
The
4
4-pack,
is
you gotta
11.
go 4.
The 1 I feel like is such a like, hey,
Insult?
yeah,
One's
we're
not
sending you,
enough.
but like it's funny. It's funny to be like,
But,
hey,
okay.
eat it or keep it. It's your choice. You have
So
one.
here, follow me on this one. Follow me on this one. Follow me on this one. The only reason why I will vie for 12 is because
You
at
like
some
spending our
point,
money.
They'll have to go, fuck, there's so many of these left. And they're going to have to try to either throw them out or give them to someone in their family or office or just leave them there forever until they inevitably throw them out.
I could see Imran being the first one to like tweet out a picture of it in their trash can, just being like, "This makes me very uncomfortable."
well, that's the thing too. Is we know that Gary has a small child.
Yeah.
So I do think there's a quantity of these where this goes from funny to him being mad at us, and I don't know what that number is.
It's definitely
I'm willing
4
to
to
find
12.
out.
4 to 12.
I think 4 is the appropriate. Like, oh, this is a nice gift. We each get one. And then 12 is like, you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
exactly.
No, 12 would be
Exactly.
stoked. You see, Gary he loves fast food and stuff. Gary will eat it.
Yeah,
I'm
but
picturing
12
Jeff Ramsey getting mad about them.
Jeff
No,
Ramsey.
Jeff
Ramsey
Ramsey
doesn't
mad
throw
about
them out.
anything.
No
He'll
way.
just throw
Jeff
them out.
Ramsey gets to the point where he even looks at these. This is going to be a package that sits on his desk for 8 months, and then some sort of housekeeper is going to throw out.
Yeah, Jeff has so much better things to do than
So much
than
better
engage
stuff.
with any of the stuff we are. And I'm
None
pretty
of
sure
it.
like the man is a jewel. People are probably shipping him real gifts for Christmas. He's gonna know we're screwing around, but ship him anyway because that's a cool thing to do.
I gotta put in Gary's phone number. I'll just put in mine. I never know when you do the
They're going to call you and be
gift
like,
stuff.
"Hey, we're outside," and you're going to be like,
Shit, fuck.
Just put your phone
"Okay,
number.
give me
I
1
always put
second.
my
I'm
phone
going
number.
to three-way
put your
call
own-
Gary."
Put your own phone number.
Put your own phone number. Don't put his phone
I don't
number.
want Oreo calling. No, I'm kidding. I want Oreo to call me.
Yeah,
Oreo's not going to call you. They're going to.
No one ever calls you.
Sell you to a call list, then you're going to get calls about your fucking car insurance or a car warranty.
Stop calling me.
They're like, I see that your warranty for your car's up, and I'm like, I haven't had a warranty on my car in 17 years. You want to buy another one for $5,000?
Some fucking asshole signed me up somewhere.
Sorry about that.
I don't know where, or either that, or it's just like my number is still tied to this guy named Jose Huerta. And it's always like people looking for this guy, and you got to assume he owes a lot of people money. So that's one of the calls I get. But recently, I've just been getting nonstop texts from so many different numbers that I always have to block for spam. And a lot of them do get blocked for spam, but I still get brand new ones asking for Mary. Mary, your PS5, blah, blah, blah. Mary, your car insurance. It's like so many different.
Nick,
why do you take Mary's PS5, man?
Nick, should we tell
It's so many different topics that aren't just gaming related. It's so fucking annoying, dude.
Now, Andy, would it surprise you to know that every single time I have to sign up for anything, I put your phone number and email address?
No, I've seen him do it in person. I told him it wasn't funny, and he laughed so hard. You were playing basketball at the time. You remember this?
Yeah.
Like, 5 Hour Energy.
Yeah. He for sure puts your name down.
We were at a Comic-Con, and it was the 5 Hour Energy.
He asked me to look up your number. I told him it was going too far, and he said, "I'll look it up myself."
But like I caught him, and he was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Is that cool or what?" But he'd already done it. So like,
Andy, you want to hear a fun anecdote about someone putting down my number on something?
Yeah, sure.
You should listen to the Kinda Funny podcast post show then, Andy, on patreon.com/kindafunny, where of course you can be part of the show. You can submit your own questions. You can get it ad free, and you can watch live just like PSW, Linkar, and TL Josh are right now, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, of course, the Kinda Funny podcast comes to you each and every week. You can get it on patreon.com/kindafunny. But if you have no bucks to toss our way, it's no big deal. You can head over to youtube.com/kindafunny, roosterteeth.com, and podcast services around the globe each and every week to get a brand spanking new episode. Remember, we are trusting you all not to be fuck faces. Do not tell Gary about these cookies. They have been ordered. They are processed. They are on the way. I have my receipt and everything from Oreo, so don't worry about it. Everybody be cool.
Be cool.
All right? We got a post show to do on patreon.com/kindafunny. But until next time, it's been our pleasure to serve you.